Da 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 da. Hey everybody, and welcome to our Big Brother Canada 5 live feed spoiler show, where we fill you guys in on everything you're going to be seeing this week on Baby Can. Plus, we have some special announcements that you're gonna love. Gonna love them. But if you guys want to see any of our past shows back, shows with previous house guests, read our blogs, our recap blogs, our spoiler blogs, see our spoiler graphics, everything is over at yourrealityrecaps.com/babycan. And if you want to help support our shows, do your Amazon shopping by starting at yourrealityrecaps.com/Amazon. You don't pay anymore, and it really helps support our shows. You can also get a audiobook completely for free to help support our shows. Those are two great free ways to support yourrealityrecaps.com/audible. You guys keep asking, how can we help you get to the backyard? How can we help you? Are you doing a fundraiser? No GoFundMes. No see you next Tuesdays. None of it this year. You can do your online shopping or get your audio books. Whatever is a great way for free to help support us and get us to the backyard. Or you can do a patron. Become a patron. You get access to the patron-only shows each week. We're watching Big Brother Canada 5 together. What else? Access to the patron-only Facebook group. Prize giveaways for patrons. It is another great way to help support us. Or you can do a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. All great ways to help support our shows, and we love when you guys do it. So thank you. Those are all the ways for those of you asking. Of course, if you're watching here and you now, become a fan. It's free. Just fan it. It'll alert you every time we go live. You can hang out in the chat room if you're watching this back after over there and share the show. Square, megaphone, up arrow, whatever you've got to do. Do it. You get coins on you now, then you get stickers, and you raise your levels. And I don't know, you people seem to love it. But I want to talk about what you are all here to talk about. And it is BB Can 5 live feeds. And we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. And I was debating making you all wait for the announcement. I was going to make you wait. But it's not nice to make people wait, so I'll just start the show by telling you that tomorrow I will be live right here with my boyfriend and soon-to-be husband, Mark. That's right, everybody. Mark will be on the show here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern for 1 hour, taking your guys' questions live, preferably shirtless. So make sure you guys tune in tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have our little buddy Mark here finally taking all of your guys' questions. So if you guys are patrons, you can start leaving your questions on the patron form. If you're not a patron, you can start tweeting me your questions for Mark using hashtag YRRLive, or you can just come back tomorrow and put your questions in the chat room, whatever you guys want, but you know the deal. We'll have him here for a whole hour tomorrow night, so that should be super fun. And I believe following that will be John's cooking show, probably immediately following that, so that is going to be super fun day tomorrow. Can't wait to see Eric get all twinkly-eyed, red, sweaty. It's going to be a good show. I really want to know, and I think all of you guys do too, I really want to know what Mark is thinking, you know, being out of the game, watching it now, seeing how people are playing. I think it's going to be interesting to get his perspective on what is going on in the house, find out what moves would he have made, who would he have been targeting, who would he have worked with. We're going to get to the bottom of all of it tomorrow night with Mark, so I am really looking forward to all of that with him tomorrow night. And then I can also say, I don't know the exact date, but later on in the week, perhaps Friday, we will have Dallas on for you guys for an hour as well. So Mark and Dallas both this week. We can confirm Mark tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. Publicity just released him to us. It will be interesting just to find out what the hell went on during week 1. I hear ya. It will be interesting. Does he know about the dress code? Samantha, he does not know about the dress code. I think we will fill him in about the dress code live. I think we will put him on the spot about the dress code. I think that's the way we should handle the dress code situation. No preparing. I want to hear about how Cass acted during the first week. Well, we have a lot to talk about with Cass, so why don't we dive right in? Why don't we dive right into spoilers right now? So, for those that did not or who don't know yet, we left off, and again, this is your last warning. I don't know how much clearer I can be. I said spoilers 19 times, but in 5 seconds, it's spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled for what's going to happen on tonight's show, and Wednesday night show, and Thursday night show, you're going to want to tune out. Spoiler shot. Here we go. So, we left off on Thursday night not knowing who won HOH, or HOH, as we like to call it. Well, it turns out it was Netta. Freaking Netta. And, as we have kind of discussed a little bit already, I'm not a Netta fan. And I'm not apologizing for it. Not a Netta fan. Netta and no both start with N's. And that's me. Nope. Exclamation point. Not a Netta fan. I feel the safety was wasted on Netta. I feel she's irrationally targeting people for no reason. And, I mean, a lot of you seem to agree. I mean, I'm not so surprised that a lot of people agree with me in the chat room, but yeah, not Team Netta. Oh, Crystal Fan says she is Team Netta. Christine B says that's how I feel about Cass. And BB Boston says she's a mean girl. Well, Netta, Ika, and Cindy are like the mean girls. You think, Jesse? I don't know. You think they're like the mean girls? I mean, Netta... Ika is just crazy. I mean, Ika's batshit. Ika is bipolar, insane, can't hold down a normal thought process. She doesn't know what she's doing from 1 minute to the next. Like, no clue, completely no clue. Now, Comedy Jonah, I see that you're in the guest queue. That doesn't help us for this show. So if you want to get on Skype, you can try that. But I can't bring you in on guest queue because we're recording. I think that's what makes her not look as bad for me right now, having Cass right there beside her as a comparison. Interesting. Very interesting. Not really. Not a fan of Netta so far, says Maximus Mom. Love all the crazies. Ika, Cass, Gary, and Dre. Yeah. I feel like, in a way, we're kind of killing the season a little bit. We got rid of Dallas, who is our resident hothead. We are most likely getting rid of Cassandra this week. And I have a feeling Gary might be next. And then probably Ika. And then what are we left with? I don't know. And it makes me sad. You know, people were asking the other day, Eric, are you liking this season? And I do like this season. I don't think this is in any way a bad season. I think it is a great season for feeds. I think they are super drama filled on the feeds right now. But it's disappointing to me that the players that I like are going so early. So that's the part of the season that I'm not loving, is that the people I want to stick around are going and are or being lined up to basically be executed this season. If Cass goes this week, I'll be down 3 people in the trash draft. Sorry about that, Zach. Netta is not a very likable person this season, says Destinies. Yeah, it's weird. You know, a lot of people love Netta and a lot of people don't love Netta. And I don't know if people tell me they don't love Netta because I'm not really a fan of her game. Because I haven't seen a lot of people not loving Netta in the past. So it is interesting to see more people that aren't huge Netta fans. Like, I like Netta the person. I just like her game. I'm not that much a fan of. Save Cass. Let's get it trending. All right, BB Boston, you start it and I'll retweet it. If we can get hashtag Save Cass trending, let's do it. So let's jump to that now. With Netta being the HOH, she nominated Cassandra and Jackie. Again, completely a horrible move, in my opinion. I know people will say it's a great move for her. She's not, you know, those are people that are not on her side, that are not working with her. So obviously she should be getting rid of them. I still don't think she should until at least we're at jury. If I was a vet in power right now, my goal would be get the jury to be filled with vets. Because if you are a vet and you are sitting next to a noob, I just don't see you getting the win. I think the new players should be trying to stack the deck or the jury with new players, and the vets should be trying to stack the jury with vets. Do you think Netta is actually stacking the jury and wanting to take vets to the end, says Debbie Dawn? I think Netta wants to bring the vets that she thinks are on her side to the end. Clearly, she still can, right? I mean, or no, she can't, because let's see. Bruno, Kevin, Gary. How many people do we have all together? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 16 people. We're losing 4. 4 minus 16 is 12. No. No, she cannot she can stack the jury. The jury is going to be a little bit mixed. They need to have the majority, though, be on their side. So getting rid of Cassandra, I feel, is a bad move, and you already lost Dallas. And I think Cassandra would have voted strategically. I think Netta is afraid, or it's a competition for Netta. She doesn't want Cass to go further than her. I have a feeling it's going to bite Netta in the ass if she makes it to the end. Cass would not have voted bitter, is my point. Right, exactly, Amy. Whereas Netta thinks Cass would vote bitter, and I don't think Cass would vote bitter. Jackie should go. She's irrelevant. Says, I'm hungry in the chat room. First of all, I like your name, and I'm hungry too. I hope Netta realizes Cass is an asset, says Becca. Well, she's not going to realize it until it's too late. We'll tell her. Because, you know, we'll tell her. That's all I can say is we'll tell her. I can't stand Jackie either. I like Jackie. I know I'm on the outs here. I like Jackie. I like her. I think she knows a lot more about this game than she's saying. You can't fault her for what she's doing this week when she is a target. She's fighting to stay in the game. And I mean, there's not much that Cassandra can really do at this point. The spider Cass was looking for is more relevant than Jackie, who, says Lost and Concurs. Wow, you guys really don't like Jackie. P4 Nat says Jackie is meh. Crystal B says Jackie says like too much when she's having a conversation. Well, aren't you all the mean girls now, chat room? Well, look, Netta's HOH, okay? She's nominated Cass and Jackie. So this seems pretty simple to me. All we need to do is just have Cassandra win the power of veto. Well, unfortunately, she didn't, and it was William. William is the one that ended up winning the POV this week. So, you know, Cassandra at this moment is in a lot of trouble because nobody seems to want to stick their neck out for her. I mean, even as early as this morning over on the feeds, Ika was saying, I can't vote for you. I have to go with the house. Again, I don't really care what Ika says because she is insane. She cannot hold the thought for more than a minute. She flips and then she flops. Cass is gone unless there's a twist. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. Jackie matches her pale pink pants today. Well, there has been a lot of drama happening in the house today as well. We're going to get more into... I'm trying not to go so far into what we talked about the other day. For those of you that are subscribers on You Now, we kind of had a mini live feed update show the other day where we got into a lot of very interesting topics on Kevin's sexuality. We had some in-depth conversations, Cassandra and Ika and Netta. I will end up putting it on the website eventually. Maybe I'll attach it to this show, actually, and we'll make it like a 2-for-1 for those of you guys that missed it. Or if you're subscribers on You Now, you can go back and watch it. I believe it was 2 nights ago. William is bae, says Maximus Mom. We know that you love the William, Maximus Mom. Going with the house is so BBUS. Make a move, make some waves. They don't want to. They don't want to make a move, and they don't want to make some waves. Gary is just Gary, says Little Big Red. Yeah. Well, let's talk for a second about these twists, and then we'll get more into the dynamics of all these people and if we think there's any chance for Cassandra this week. I want to start with the twist part first because we have so many things. Then we'll talk about Dimitri and Ika, and then we'll talk about the house today being punished. What? Yep. Okay, so thanks to Dancing Amy, she sent me these photos earlier. You know, we were talking about twists, and a lot of us are probably feeling it's too easy for them or it's too soon for them to implement another twist when we just gave Netta safety. However, you gotta remember from that, premiere episode, we saw that there was the authorized access only section. And outside, there's the emergency airlock with the little panel that on the premiere episode, we saw that panel opening to a secret room. And then if you saw what I tweeted out today, I'm like, for the love of God, Cassandra, you're sitting in front of the damn secret panel door. For the love of God, Cassandra, you're next to it. Production. Would it be so hard for you to do like a little whir, like a little like beep beep, like make a noise behind the door, shine a freaking light at it, like like Cassandra's like a little cat, so just get like the little laser beam, like the little cat laser beam, and just start like doing it against the back around the backyard, and Cassandra will be like, what? And then just eventually have the beam like end on the secret door, and then have Cassandra swatting at the door, and then just open the door, just let her in. Don't not let her in. Let her in. I know it's too soon for another twist, but I just do it. I don't want Cassandra to go. I don't want her to go. It's gonna be sad. This is another one of the things that we talked about the other night live. You know, BB Canada does not interfere in the way that BBUS does, and it makes me kind of wish they did. I saw True Blue says, I thought the secret door was the door to the hot tub. No. That is this door that you're thinking of. That's the outer porthole door. The outer porthole door. It's very hard to say porthole. To enunciate porthole correctly. We believe that is the hot tub door. Because, you know, it's like the outer porthole. So, like, obviously, it would be outside. The airlock is the one that's in the backyard that has the panel that they showed and said secret room on the premiere episode. So, find the damn secret room already. Please. Oh, dear Lord, please find the secret room already. Just don't love Cass at all this season, but I'm in the minority, says Heidi. I can see that. I can definitely see why people are not loving Cassandra this season. Cassandra kind of needs a Tim. She has Gary a little bit, but I think there's like Cassandra, and Cassandra operates on like a 7. But then you, like, put Cassandra with a Tim, and then Cassandra is a 10. Cassandra doesn't have a Tim. And no, I agree. Gary is no Tim. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, she kind of needs a Tim. But still, Cassandra is great feeds. Portal, not porthole. Portal! Or porthole. Whatever. I don't love Cass or Netta, but I want Cass to stay for drama between the two. Of course, Courtney H. It's good feeds. It's hashtag Team Fun Feeds. We all want hashtag feed fun feeds. Feed fun. You get rid of Cassandra. You've already gotten rid of Dallas. What are we going to have? Kevin fake flirting with William for the rest of the season? And Netta walking around? And Ika and Dimitri secretly holding hands on the bed? Like, what? Like, that's what we're doomed for the rest of the season? I mean, they're going to turn on Cindy, too. I swear to God, I know these people's names. We've talked about it. My tongue doesn't let me say Cindy. Always just wants to bang around in my mouth and make it Sydney. Gary could have been Cass's Tim, but he is not loyal and will be out next, or Dre. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us really were hoping that Cassandra would be able to convince William to use the POV on her. Because if Cassandra and William and Dre could all get on the same page with Ika, and if they could be 4 strong, and then if they could somehow pull in Emily and Dylan, that would be enough to keep Cassandra. But that's like a lot of ifs, ands, and buts. And if William did use it to save Cassandra, then Dre would have went up. So William feels closer to Dre. He's not going to do that to her. No, Dre didn't try that hard to convince people. And we like Dre, so sigh. I know, I like Dre too. I love Dre, but I want her to... I love Dre, want her to win, but Yvette will win. I don't know. Do you think Yvette will win, Destinies? You know, when I started this, I really thought Yvette would win. But if these vets are so stupid that they're going to keep castrating their own people, you're not going to win every week back to back. So if you guys are taking out your own people, and then when the noobs win, and they realize we don't need to take out our own people, and then they're going to take out your people, you're not going to be left with anyone to have your back. And you stupidly left Dylan in the game. You're leaving strong guy in the game. Who can win? Physical stuff. You should have backdoored Dylan this week. It's what you should have done if you were playing a smarter vet game. Cassandra's not a threat to you. Cassandra's not a threat to you. She's not going to win a physical competition. She's not going to win a mental competition. You just don't like her. You're just getting rid of her, meta, because you don't like her. Stupid move. You made it personal this week, and I kind of hope it cost you your game. Don't play personal. Her dad wins her comps. Exactly. Her dad is not here. Her dad is not here to win the comps for her. Petty Netta. Netta had an issue and doesn't want Cass to get past her in the game. Correct, 100%. She just doesn't want Cass to do better than her. Cassandra, was the number 3 most popular in the running for the safety. I think Netta was first. Was Ika second and Cassandra was third? Either way, Cassandra was in the top as far as fan favorite goes there. In our trash draft, Cassandra was the number 2 drafted person, and we had hundreds of people playing our trash draft game. YourRealityRecaps.com/trash draft. Cassandra's very popular. I don't know why they would want to lose her. Oh, Kevin was second. Cassandra was third. Netta, Kevin, and Cassandra. Thank you, chat room, was the order. And Ika was way down there. Was Ika way down there? Okay, good. I mean, not good. Kevin had 17%. Cassandra had 16%. Thank you, Destinies. Cassandra is very overrated. I don't think Cassandra is overrated. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you that Cassandra is a mastermind of Big Brother. I'm not up in here telling you Cassandra is the next Dr. Will. No. I think Cassandra is very smart, and Cassandra understands the game, and Cassandra knows how to collect information and use it against people. What I am telling you is Cassandra is good for the show. She makes a good show. She makes good shows. She makes good feeds. She makes good drama. She makes it worth watching things unfold. I'm not trying to defend Cassandra as the next Dr. Will and the most genius Big Brother player ever. No. We're on the same page as that one. But I think she is great as far as show and feeds. And she's not stupid. She's not, a Victoria. She's not someone that just walks around has no clue what's going on in this game. Cassandra knows a lot about what's going on in the game and has really great ideas and can come up with really great plans. She just has a personality that you either love or hate, which makes it hard for her to execute those plans without a lovable sidekick in someone like a Tim. She needs a Tim. She needs the lovable person to sell her plans with a conning smile. Kevin. Kevy Wevy. Oh, but no, Kevin. You have all your gay eggs in a Williams basket. You have your anal beads in Williams basket. I don't know what you have somewhere, but you got it. We want some mess. We want entertainment. Steffi says Cassandra lay gay eggs. Yes, gay eggs. He has his gay eggs. He has his gay eggs. Gags. Hashtag gags. Cass trusted the wrong people. All the vets she trusted are not bold enough to make moves. I'm not necessarily gonna take away from the vets them not wanting to make moves. I think not making moves on week 2 is kind of smart. you don't want to do things to make giant waves this early in the game. There's not really a need or reason to put such huge targets on your back this early in the game. However, in a sense, Netta going after Cassandra is kind of making a big move. The big wrong move. The wrong big move. That's kind of what she's doing. You're not liking Kevin, says Abby Love. I hear ya. If Gary and Ica don't make a move, they're out very soon. Correct. Correct, 100%. That's what is so upsetting to me when people say, do you not like this season, or are you not liking the season? I think the season is great right now for feeds, and it will continue to be great while they pick off all the entertaining people. Because I agree, I think Gary and Ica are going to probably be the next two vets to go. And I kind of think Dre is probably going to be the next new player to go. So that just sucks. It sucks. It sucks. And I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it doesn't happen. Gary on slot punishment is feeds gold. Well, I'm glad that you brought that up, Kelly, because let's fucking talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it. Oops, I'm never gonna remember to make this show not safe for work. So sorry in advance if you didn't have headphones in. Blame it on me. So what I'm referring to is, Karen, she likes to flip people off. She likes to curse a lot. And apparently today, her flipping off of Cassandra and the cursing and the potty mouth from a lot of people in that house has, unlike BBUS, landed that house on slop. Oh, that's right. The whole house is currently being punished and on slop. Everybody is losing it. Trash draft points are going through the roof this week. Between the crying, the blanketing, it is... People are losing their minds. Yes, it was... I'm being told it was because of Karen. It was because of Karen flipping off Cassandra, being rude to Cassandra, being rude to production, and the cursing in general by all of them. Unsportsmanlike, un-game player sport, unfriendly combat. Not nicemanship. All those. So, eat slop. Big Brother ain't playing. And look, Big Brother doesn't give a shit. Yes, Netta too. Big Brother does not give a shit. Do you think Big Brother cares if they're saying any of this stuff and doing this stuff? They just want to escalate the drama in the house and on the feeds. Wow, if I could say the F word all the time, I'd be screwed. That's amazing. Yeah, well, Big Brother Canada has no problem. All other Big Brothers, by the way, our Big Brother is the only Big Brother that doesn't punish the people for breaking rules. All other Big Brothers punish the house guests for breaking rules. Only ours does not. Or they'll be like, you have one penalty vote. You were going anyway. Yes, and no hot water. Right, correct. And no hot water. Slop and no hot water. Our Big Brother will be like, you get a penalty vote. Even though the whole house is voting against you and we're all well aware. So who the hell cares about your penalty vote at this point? Slop for you and you and you. It's also a way to get a reaction and for better feeds. Correct. That's exactly what I'm saying. They do it to make a better show, to make better feeds, to make it more entertaining. I don't think production cares at all if they curse or who they do what to. I think they kind of like to just ramp up the drama. Karen would fit right in on BBUK. Literally flipping off someone is mild there. You're correct. Crystal B says, I cackled when I saw the fridge was chained and padlocked. Yeah, that was good. Gotta love a padlocked fridge. And let me tell you, the house guests are not taking it well. Like, I know I just, like, glossed over it and made it like a joke and be like, oh, trash draft points are going up. No. People are literally blubbering over it today. People are not happy. Karen wants to self-evict. She wants to be done. Cassandra is enjoying it. Yeah, Lucinda. Cassandra kind of thinks it's funny because she's going. Gary, I thought Gary might drown himself in the pool later. Mike drown himself in the pool later. Oh my god. When Gary gets on slop for real, I hope there's no way to make fire in that house. I think there are ways that you can, like, take tinfoil and a paper towel and make a fire in a microwave. They better remove the tinfoil and the paper towel, because Gary will burn the mofo house down when that one gets on slop. He's like, season's over. I'm on slop. Get ready. I think it's hilarious people are upset. They have upset production when you know production is laughing about them, not like production is hurt. Correct. That's exactly how I feel too. I don't think production gives a crap. They are whining as soon as the feeds were back, and it hasn't even been long enough for them to be hungry. Well, get ready. Do we know, like, on BB Canada, it's probably just 24 hours, right? Like, don't they do it as just a 24-hour thing? It's not like it's the remainder of the week, right? I forget the way Big Brother Canada. How have they done it in the past? This is where I need Dana. But I have you guys, chat room. You will fill me in. 1 week. Really? 1 week? In the past, they've made it like that for 1 week? I can't see them doing it 1 week. So we don't know for sure. Rafe is saying someone said until Thursday. Someone said until Sunday. There's no way it's going to be a week because they're not going to have it overlap the next. They're not going to have this storyline go into next week's shows. So that is out. The latest I could see it going is Thursday. The latest I can see it going is Thursday. So, I mean, my guess would be Thursday, but good, people are not. I would say 24, 48 hours. I really feel like in the past on BB Can, it's been 24 hours, but I mean, we'll see. Rafe says will end by Thursday for sure. I think so too. They may not have told them an end time. Correct. They probably may not have told them an end time. Netta said a few days. Netta said. What about what Ica says? Are you going to tell me what Ica says next? Ooh, Netta and Ica say. Oh, then I believe it. They were talking in the kitchen. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I read on Twitter they took all the knives. What's that about? Well, let me explain it to you. Did you hear what I just said about Gary? Okay? Did you think the people are taking it well? They are one hunger pain stomach growl away from shanking someone. This is legit Hunger Games happening in the Big Brother Canada house. Do you guys not understand? It has been like 30 minutes since these people are able to fist food into their face, to just crumple up paper bags and slosh noises into their little microphones that makes it sound like they're literally digesting food. It's been 30 minutes. You cannot expect them to go for 60. Someone will die. So they had to take the knives away because, again, Gary would cut a bitch. And then, in the middle of the airlock, he would probably start barbecuing a Cindy thigh. which would technically be Chinese food. I'm just saying. Comedic recaps. They can't talk crap about past house guests. Yeah. They, a lot of people were saying that too. A lot of people were saying that they were getting in trouble for talking about past house guests as well. I don't know. I've never seen BB Canada. Sorry. Well, wrong show. Wrong show. But a great time to tell you, make sure you become a fan here in YouNow so that you don't miss any of our future shows. Become a fan and subscribe. Again, tomorrow, for anyone that came on, anyone that has come on after the show started, and maybe you missed the announcement, tomorrow we will be live with Mark. And later in the week, most likely Friday, we will be live with Dallas right here for an hour taking your guys' questions. So make sure that you become a fan right now on YouNow before you leave, so that you don't miss the notifications. Or of course, you can watch them. You can watch all of our shows back, read the blogs that Becca writes, the spoiler graphics, see all of our Big Brother Canada content over at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. I'm realizing the time. We have less than 10 minutes left, and then Big Brother Canada comes on, so we have to start wrapping the show up quickly. Chat room, do you guys have any questions that you need answered before Big Brother Canada comes on in 15 minutes? But I need, time to get ready. I think it's because it's created drama for Sabrina and John. Oh, you're talking about the house guests fighting on Twitter about it? Yeah, I mean, Neto was talking about Sabrina's house. Neto was talking about Sabrina's house, and then other, people felt it wasn't fair. Why is she bringing up Sabrina? And then Sabrina was posting Facebook conversations that she had with Neto on Twitter. There was lots of drama about that. We can get more into that on the next show. Was the POV used? I'm sorry if I was not clear about that. No, the POV was not used. So again, the current standing in the house right now is Cassandra and Jackie have been nominated by Netta, the HOH. William won POV and has not used it. And of course, this spoiler graphic is on our BBCan site, yourrealityrecaps.com/BBCan. You don't have to worry. You won't be spoiled if you go to the page. It will show whatever the current house standing is, according to whatever the last episode was. And then if you click on it, it will reveal the spoiler. So that is also on our BBCan page if you ever are wondering what the current status of the house is. Maybe they are looking for a blast off at the BB Odyssey. I don't know. Important question. Will Mark be wearing a shirt? Not if I have anything to say about it, Sammy. Not if I have anything to say about it. And remember, you guys can get a head start getting your questions in for Mark right now by tweeting me them with hashtag YRRLive. And if you're a patron, submit them on the patron form for questions. That and of course I'll be wearing pants. BB Can does not want. Oh God, the chat room is flying. I can't believe how many of you are in here. It is flying for me. What's the big deal about talking bad about past house guests? Is it the fact that they didn't sign waivers, says Alyssa. No, Alyssa, I think it's just they're Canadian. It's a Canadian show. They're nicer than us. They're nicer. They don't want to be mean. They don't want to trash other players of the game. It's a respectable show. It's a fucking respectable show with goddamn Karen on it. Okay? That's what I have to say. I mean, at this point, we went all in. We might as well. I mean, now we can just fuckity fuck through the whole show at this point. Will you be watching the show with patrons? Always. Always. With all of you guys. We watch it together. They asked past house guests to appear on shows they don't want to offend them. Correct. It's just a respect thing. In all honesty, I kind of wish our Big Brother would do it too. I kind of wish our Big Brother would cut off a little bit when house guests are talking about people that aren't playing in the current season. Like, yes, it makes for exciting Twitter times a little bit, but more often than not, it just causes a lot of problems for people in their real lives that are unnecessary. Like, there is no reason that Sabrina should be posting private conversations. There's no reason Netta should be talking about her, because then other people want to get involved and defend both sides, and it's just, why? Especially when it's personal. Exactly, Rafe. John and Sabrina were thrown under the bus on the feeds. Yeah. Well, now the house is on slot. It's a little bit of this, it's a little bit of the cursing, it's a little bit of Karen, it's a little bit of how they're all acting, it's a little bit of all of it. Get in check. Boo. They're all BB fam, right. And their stands go over the top. Correct. It's more the way, I think the audience handles it more, than anything else. But, all right, we need to get ready to live tweet Big Brother Canada and watch Big Brother Canada. It's starting in less than 10 minutes. So I thank you guys for tuning into this show. Remember, become a fan here so you know when we go when we go live next. You can subscribe here and you now if you want. You can watch the shows back at yourrealityrecaps.com/bbcan. And if you want to help support us getting us to the backyard, consider becoming a patron at yourrealityrecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron-only shows, prize giveaways just for patrons, patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways each week, your questions asked to reality stars. It helps us tremendously, as does doing a one-time donation over at yourrealityrecaps.com/PayPal. So check those out. I will see you guys back here tomorrow night with Mark at 7 p.m. I'm going to go tweet that out in a few minutes. If you guys want to win Mark's autograph, retweet it. Retweet the Mark tweet to be entered to win a Mark autograph, and it'll be shirtless. So I'll have that tweet out in about 5 minutes. I'll be live tweeting Big Brother. I'll see you guys